Hey YouTube, this is APFAQ Tech right here with the D-Link wireless router here. It's actually a wireless N router, which is known as a D-Link DIR-625 as shown right here. And this is basically not D-Link's latest router, but it's a pretty good router. It has D-Link's newest wireless technology, the wireless N. So here's a quick overview of the router. As you know, as you can see, it's a wireless router. So the two antennas for broadcasting the wireless signal right here. And let's take a look at the back first. Some of you might be wanting to know how he set up this damn thing, so here we go. This black port right here is actually the power port right here. As you all know, it comes with an AC adapter. There's a reset button in case you want to reset the router's configuration. This is where you plug in your Ethernet jack directly from your internet modem. This is a must need for the router. If your modem some modems don't even have the Ethernet port. Sometimes they have USB. Very few just only have USB here. And it gives you an option to plug in USB, and also you can plug in flash drives in here with some additional data or firmware upgrades for the router, so in which the router can upgrade its firmware. Over here you got the 4 regular LAN ports in case you don't want to go wireless and you have only devices that can only support wired for the time being. Like for example, my Xbox 360, I don't want to get the wireless adapter, so I'm connecting it through the wired LAN port. So most wireless routers provide 4, some might even provide 8. If you want more than that, you have to get a wired network switch, which can give you 8. Let's look at the front. It's not really much on the front except for the lights. These 4 lights right here, those light up indicating which of those 4 Ethernet jacks right here are being used. So suppose I connected my Xbox into the first one, the first Ethernet jack over there. This one will light up. Suppose to connect like the laptop right there wired, this will light up, etc., etc. This light right here shows that it's providing wireless. It is connecting to a computer or a device through wireless USB. Now D-Link also provides wireless USB adapters, so they could pick up internet from the router. This right here is just lights up to show that the wireless internet is on and functioning. This signal right here, actually, to tell you the truth, I don't know the name, but I know exactly what it does. It tells you that there's data flowing in and out from the router. This right here is the power button, and this right here means that there's actually internet in the router. And so this is basically it for the router. Now some of you might be confused about some of the wireless specifications that the D-Link router supports. Now this one over here, like I'll show you the box, it's a Rangebooster N router, which means it supports the newest wireless technology, wireless N. It hasn't been confirmed yet though. And that's why it's like for some routers they will say draft N, which means it's still in the draft period, which means the wireless frequency has not been confirmed. Now this particular router supports wireless A, actually wireless B, G, and N. For some reason D-Link didn't include A. They found it very useless. So I'm just going to give you a brief outline of all the specifications. Wireless B and A are the first ones. They were started in 1999. Both wireless inputs, they provide effective internet through transmission, through wireless transmission. And the only difference is that wireless A goes by a 5.0 gigahertz frequency. It could go up to 5.85 or 5.25 depending on the type of router, and it supports 54 megabits of data rate, and it effectively transmits your wireless signal up to 35 meters. If you want to extend beyond that, you have to get a Rangebooster antenna, which you can replace these antennas over here with longer ones to effectively increase the range. Wireless B, instead of using 5 gigahertz, you use 2.4, 2.5. One of the big drawbacks of using this kind of frequency is that some people might have as you know, digital or cordless phones in the house that might use 2.4 gigahertz frequencies, and some microwaves actually use 2.4 gigahertz frequency, so they might collide. You know, it will interfere between the signal. So that's basically why that's the biggest drawback of that. However, compared to wireless A, it has only a data rate of 11 megabits per second as compared to wireless A's 54 megabits per second, which means it's still fast but not as fast. But the only advantage over wireless A, I would say, is that it increases the wireless range by extra 3 meters, effectively producing 38 meters. And as I said before, if you want to increase the range, you need those wireless antennas, the longer ones. The most popular wireless wireless signal that most people use, it's a fairly new one, and it's the most common, known as wireless G. And that one came out in 2003 about. It uses the same frequency as wireless B, 2.4, 2.5 gigahertz, so you still have the same drawbacks. But however, the data rate goes back to the same as wireless A, 54 megabits per second, and the range stays the same as 238 meters. So it's pretty much in between. Now the newest one, wireless N, as I showed you with its draft N, that one can use either 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. So you have a choice of choosing which frequency you want, which is very convenient. The data rate is a whopping 248 megabits per second. That's only if you have 2 antennas. Like some routers, they might only have 1. So if you only have 2 antennas, then you could get 248 megabits per second as compared to wireless B and A's 54 and 11 megabits per second. And the range also is double that of wireless A, is 70 meters, which is a lot. Which you probably get internet throughout like a mansion or something. And believe me, it's kind of like the best wireless signal to use, but not many people have wireless N routers. First of all, most of them are wireless G. And that's about it for the wireless signal specs. So this is a picture of the box, the router. Yeah, so here's some of the ads: 4 times the range, 12 times the speed, and this is based to relatively a wireless G comparing it to. Here's the back of the box showing some of the specs, how it can be used. Yeah, here's a comparison of the different types of routers they have. Look, the first one right here is the wireless G. This is the one I have right now, showing you the Rangebooster N, and this is the Extreme N. And I would say the only difference between Extreme N and this one is that Extreme N can support high definition video streaming, such as you know, if you rip any videos from Blu-ray, HD, DVD, if you manage to do it, you get video from that, and also supports a gigabit Ethernet, which actually provides like internet up to speeds of, you know, I think about 1,000 megabits per second. As you know, giga, so it goes by 1,000. Yeah, that is about it for D-Link wireless router that I have here, Rangebooster N, and see you next time.